Leo, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, keeping in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone. So make sure to check out your other placements to see if you have messages there as well. Now let's get started here for Leo. What is the energy around the week ahead for Leo? Okay, Leo, let's have a look here. Serendipity, time for a nap, and a loyal heart. Okay, Leo. So something very interesting could be moving towards you that's helping you understand or re-understand your motivations, your intentions. But it feels like a lot of good luck is moving towards you. Something is sort of happening and you can just relax with this time for a nap card. I feel like all you really need to focus on right now is remembering your why, remembering your motivation, remembering that and sort of keeping focused on that, because it almost feels like things are just going to happen right now. I feel like the energy is already in position, like things are already, you've already done the action part of whatever this is. And now it's time for you to sort of release any stubbornness, release anything that you may be attached to, so that whatever comes through will feel like a new idea. I feel like you're really being guided away from outdated beliefs and really being guided away from this idea of misplaced loyalties. So, it's interesting. You are going to receive some kind of, it almost feels like something outside of your control that's a blessing, that all you have to do is just pay attention to what's happening around you. You don't have to take action on this, but I do feel like there is something here that you may need some new thinking around, something here about letting go of an old story, old attachments, making some room by remembering why you are motivated in the first place towards whatever it is you're working on, towards whatever it is you're focused on, whatever it is you're carrying with you right now. It's almost like you have to make some space for that, and it's interesting. It's almost like there's something here you've become so attached to that you just don't know how to let it go. You don't know how to relax and trust, because for so long, you've been very stubborn about this and trying to sort of stay focused on something. And now it's almost like by questioning your motivation and your intention, you're realizing that you can let this go, that there's something here that you can prune away, that it's almost like there's no place for this now in your life with all of this new stuff coming in for you. I almost feel like you need to decide where to put your effort and where to not put your effort, Leo. And that is coming through very strongly here. Just in these first few cards, we're really seeing this idea that your luck is shifting, but with it, there's these opportunities that are aligned with your letting go. It's a very interesting spread, actually, because it's almost like by letting go, you receive. By letting go, you start to receive. By relinquishing control, you receive. By releasing that sort of stubborn tenacity, you receive. Wow, that's really interesting. And you will receive. There's a big opportunity, very full of good fortune here for you, but it's like you have to let go of something first. You have to let go of something first Interesting. Letting go to receive. Yeah. There's that stubborn quality where you're not being patient. You know, that might be part of what you have to let go of is letting go of trying to control how fast things move or how they move in the first place. And you know, having some balance come in when it comes to the emotions, you know, because right now it almost feels like you could be trying to control things, almost a little bit overindulgent here with that stubborn energy. And it could be because, again, you're so used to doing things this way. So now you have a choice to make on the bottom of the deck here. What will set you free? What can you let go of to feel more vulnerable, more open, more authentic, more in balance? What needs to be let go of so that you can feel that way? And there's the moon in reverse. So you're sort of stumbling around in the dark right now because this is very unfamiliar territory. We've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck now. Really, really interesting to look at these cards because I feel like you're definitely feeling a little bit blocked emotionally. So something that you need to let go of, it is surrounding the emotions. I feel like there's something that you have an emotional attachment to, just like this loyal heart card suggested, and just like this Two of Cups is suggesting, that there's something that you have an emotional connection or attachment to that needs to be released. And it needs to be released so that you can heal something from your own emotional self. The emotional body needs healing here. And again, it's healing and it's receiving by letting go. It's really interesting here. And there's a lot of fear around this. You know, seeing the moon there in reverse tells me that the fear is blocking you, that stubborn energy that can be fearful in its nature and bring in some anxieties and some linear thinking here, where you just, you know, you think everything happens one step at a time. But actually, I really feel like you could go full circle here. That it's not about being too linear right now or too stubborn. It's really about coming into some hidden truths by facing your fears. This is a very fascinating reading because it's like you're letting go to receive, and you're facing your fears to release your fears. You know, to release your fears, you have to face them. To receive, you must let go. It's fascinating. And it really feels like seeing the Empress on the bottom of the deck there is guiding you towards that divine feminine energy of letting go, of unconditional love, of the unity between body, mind, and spirit, where you feel ready to receive and to be open and then to birth something new. And that is the part of this reading that I'm curious about, is what are you creating? What are you going to be creating? Let's find out. Yeah, it's got the way you're thinking is I feel like you're running around in circles with the way you're thinking. And that has to shift. Seeing that Seven of Swords, you're sort of deceiving yourself into thinking you have control over certain things that you don't. And that there is something here I feel that you don't trust anymore. For some of you, this could be a relationship you don't trust, one that keeps you up at night wondering if you are investing in something that you shouldn't be. You might even be questioning what your intention is to stay in this relationship any longer, right? So for some of you, this is relationship land. For others of you, this is a time where you feel that your own creative energy is blocked because whatever it is that you've been hanging on to so tightly and trying to control it's not serving you to do that. You actually need to release it. And by releasing it, it's like you receive this like, I am almost seeing a visual of a dam being broken and all of this water just flooding in. It's like you release the block that's been holding you back this whole time. And that for some of you is hanging on too tightly, trying to control things, being really stubborn, and trying to control outcomes too much here. But for others of you, this is about a relationship that you've been very devoted to that you need to let go of, because it's actually not as it appears, to put it in one way. Yeah. Let's look at that Two of Cups. Yeah, there's something shifting quickly in this energy. There's the Knight of Swords bringing in a lot of change, and it's almost like you need to move fast on this. Don't hesitate. If this is resonating for you, and there's something in your energy, in your space, a relationship, a connection that you feel really emotionally attached to, and deep down inside you're like, I just don't feel like my why is strong enough to hang on to this anymore. I have to let this go. I feel like seeing the Knight of Swords is confirmation that, yeah, do it. Don't hesitate. Go for it. Yeah, Queen of Wands coming out, guiding you to really pursue what you feel passionate about, instead of, sometimes we can confuse what makes us anxious, and we think that what's making us anxious is the thing that we should keep pursuing. And it's like, no, this reading is full of polarity. Yeah, this reading is very polarized. There's a lot of polarization here instead of unity. And it feels like you're starting to understand that concept. Like you're almost at this aha moment where you're sort of like, okay, I understand. Yeah, by hanging on too tightly, I was actually burning myself out. And by refusing to let go of control, I was spinning out of control. And by not facing my fears were dominating everything. It's very interesting, this reading. Yeah, there's the King of Cups and the King of Wands coming out together on the moon. So it's like, be ambitious, be assertive, but don't get dragged into the drama of what's going on beneath the surface. Oh my goodness, look at that. The King of Swords was hiding behind there. You got 3 kings here. 3 kings coming out to clarify the moon. I mean, you're tapping into some divine masculine energy here, trying to get you to shift your perspective, to let go of the drama that's suffocating and drowning you, actually, this drama here. You're not able to stay above the surface when you hang on to all of this. And so you're really being guided to move swiftly and to let go of things that feel like you're just attached to them for emotional attachment. There's nothing serving you there anymore. And if anything, it's very triggering, shifting your perspective and bringing in this ambitious quality that is guiding you towards unity and towards what you feel passionate about, that's not making you question your motives. But there certainly feels like there's a lot of fear around whatever you can't quite see completely right now. But it's moving you towards this moment where you understand that it seems very polarized right now. It's interesting. It's a very, very polarized sort of vibe here, where the thing that feels like the issue is actually the solution. Do you know what I mean? Wow. Like by facing the fear that is blocking you, you actually need to face that fear to be set free from the fear in the first place. You know what I mean? And, by hanging on to things very tightly, you'll lose it. Instead of, if you set it free, you will receive. Does that make sense, Leo? This has been a fascinating reading. Really getting clear on your intentions and having a step back here. Taking a step back from sort of being triggered emotionally to hang on to things. Yeah. You're really needing to sort of tap into that divine masculine, determined, focused, ambitious, decisive, and able to stay sort of above the emotional drama of a situation and move quickly into sort of seeing things as they are. If it's not in harmony with you, it's time for it to go. Can you control the timing of everything? No. Can you control your responses and reactions? Absolutely. But hanging on to that stubborn energy, trying to control the outcomes, that's not going to serve you. This has been very interesting. I'd be curious about your comments on this reading, if this has resonated for you, Leo. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing. Please leave a comment. I really appreciate your support on the channel. And if you're looking for a personal reading, you can find that information in the description below. All right, my friends, we will see you again soon for another reading. Sending you so much love and light. Take care.